What's up? This is Jeremy with Disciples Corner. Just letting you guys know that I'm out of bed. I'm back in the shop, and all is good. Um, this will be the third time that I've tried recording this, so hopefully this one works. I'm using the webcam upload because it's about 100 times faster than trying to do it on the iPhone and then uploading. This usually takes about 10 minutes or so to upload, depending on how long I go here. So just keeping you guys up to date. I got food poisoning on last Monday from something that I ate last Monday. I had Chinese food, and I had some mussels that didn't taste quite right, so I'm pretty sure that's what did it. And wow, this is really weird. Everything's opposite on here. I'm like trying to move my hood to the other side, and it's like over here. Yeah, so this is my right hand, but it shows my left hand on the screen. Okay, so anyways, now that we got that all figured out, I'm going to be working on the Dodge this week. It's going to be done. It's going to be out of here. And, well, I don't know if it's going to be out of here, but it's going to be listed by the end of the week. I'm hoping to have it in paint by this weekend. So, yeah, I have the passenger side rocker panel to repair, and the fender. I found a fender for 85 bucks used, already taken off at a junkyard. So I was thinking about just going to grab that because that patch looks really freaking hard. And so then I'll have to. Oh, then I got like the surface rust on the bed rails. You know, I just gotta whatever. What does Darren say? Wipe it. I could do a white coat or whatever of filler on those pitted areas, you know, where the topper was sitting, if you've seen the other videos. And then it's time to so that'd be sweet. Hopefully by this weekend then on that. Other things, I've been subbing to a lot of people that I've heard Darren and Pisser and them guys always talking about. The only one I haven't looked at yet was Turbo Cobra. I think that's what his name is. But there's a lot of cool videos out there of cool stuff, and so that's what I've been doing for like the past week. I literally still had diarrhea and stuff yesterday. Okay, and I got food poisoning. I knew I had food poisoning on Tuesday of last week, and today's Monday. So I've had food poisoning before, and it's only lasted like 2-3 days. So this has been crazy. So yeah, I finally woke up this morning and actually felt different. Actually felt better, and didn't have that just pukey gut feeling all the time. So I'm out. I'm gonna get the shop cleaned up. I've been working on that right now, and get her back looking like a shop again. Few more things. I am considering a new channel, just because I want to do a 5 to 10 part series on how to start a body shop. That's if this all takes off and everything works out good. I make money on the truck and I'm able to get another one in here right away. I might put that aside because I do have a lot of projects piling up. You know, everybody. You know, once you put the word out that you do this stuff, people really there's a good draw. There's a good crowd of people that like in your just the immediate people that you know that need stuff done. I mean, when you have the mindset of an eBay salesperson, say when I was selling on eBay, selling antique electronics and stuff, you have an eye for that sort of thing. Like when you go out and you go to the thrift stores and you see a console 8-track player, or you see a VHS tape rewinder, those kind of things you see, you're like, huh, I can make money on that, I can make money on that. It's the same thing with this. Like I'm getting into this and it's like, you know, I see rust everywhere, all the time. Every person that I know needs something done to their car. And so people are coming to me. I got, well, I've already let you guys know a lot of the stuff that I got coming up. I'd like to do my car sometime, the Pontiac. That's just sitting there with nothing, with just rusting all out, you know. The rockers are completely gone on that. I don't even know if it's worth fixing that. That was kind of like a fun thing to do. But I gotta fix Mary's truck. I kind of want to do a full red paint job on that one for her. She thinks I'm just gonna paint one side of the truck white, but she really wants a red truck. That's the one that I did the stereo install on. Her husband, Alan, my future father-in-law, his car, he's got one of those Ford Tauruses where the wheel wells are all rotted out on the driver's side. So I'd like to do a little hacking and packing on that just to make it look nice so he can get rid of it and actually afford a different car. So they're just all trying to get by, you know, and trying to keep decent vehicles around. My neighbor needs some work done. He said he'd be willing to trade some guitar stuff for, so that's pretty cool. And then my brother from Wisconsin, Cody, he's got his bike that he wants me to do. He's got a Harley, rigid frame Harley, like a sporty with a rigid frame, kind of like a bobber style, um, old school style, you know, with a bunch of black, a bunch of flat black and stuff. And he wants to do like a flat black tank with like some green old school race numbers on the sides, like some really cool stuff. He's got a jockey shifter on it and stuff. So that's going to be a cool little project. He's got, I got a limited amount of work I could do if I was able to knock him out and get him out of here. So that's what is coming up. So I wanna, if I'm gonna be putting cars out, and if I get this stuff done and it's looking good and I'm feeling it, you know, and just like, you know, and God keeps blessing me with all this work and the skills and the know-how to do it, and you know, the videos to and the answers that you guys give me on what I'm doing wrong and how to fix it, you know, if it's all jiving like that, I'd like to be able to put a name to it, you know what I mean? And Disciples Corner, the channel was originally started, you know, for disciples of the Lord, you know, people who follow Christ and know the truth, you know, the actual raw truth of the Bible, you know, where they can congregate and answer people's questions about things and answer people's questions about the Bible and just have conversations and kind of like it was going to be my kind of ministry and my kind of outreach to help people on YouTube, because there's a lot of lost and messed up people on YouTube. I was watching videos of like some of my favorite preachers and you know, even preachers that came to my church, you know, I'd watch those videos because they actually broadcast them and stuff sometimes. And people jump on there, you know, just it's amazing the amount of haters that the religious conversations attract. It's insane. But a lot of people get on there and they're just really confused, you know, hating the world, or they got it figured out and they want to, you know, have these long drawn out conversations about it. So it's like, that's kind of like what I had in mind when I started it. I'm like, you know what, this could be my ministry. This could be where, you know, I could use what I already know, where I could learn from other people, you know, but all Bible-based truth, you know what I mean? Not just some made-up religious crap, you know, that was made up by man. I mean, biblical truths, you know what I mean? And that's all stuff that, you know, if you're saved and you understand what I'm talking about. But if not, I'm just talking gibberish or just talking like a religious fanatic or whatever. But basically just wanted a truth-based site, you know, where people could go and discuss, you know, basically religious politics and why religion is so bad and why, and the difference between religion and Christianity, you know what I mean? Believing in God, or believing in this way of believing in God, or these rules that you have, you know, being a Lutheran or being a Catholic, you know, those are religions. So that's kind of what happened with starting the channel, and then I got into this, so I decided to put these videos up. So here's some of the names that were kind of snowballing around. I live in Sherburne County, so we were thinking Sherburne County Customs for a while, and then I kind of liked Disciple Auto Body, or Disciples Body Shop, or we could even keep it Disciples Corner, Disciples Corners Customs. You know, there's a lot of different ways I could go about it, but if you guys got, you know, want to comment, that's cool. Let me know. I'm up to about 35 subscribers, I think, so that's kind of cool. But I want to do a separate channel Disciples Auto Body, whatever, give it a name, and I'd like to market it a little better. And my first 5 to 10 part series, I'd like to do a short 5 to 10 video series broken down into the shop, the tools, the skills needed, the practice, the materials, the outsourcing, where to get everything, how to get jobs, all the different parts of starting your own body shop, like what I'm doing right now, out of your house. You know what I'm saying? Because there isn't anything for that. I've searched Google and I've searched Google Trends, and I've seen a lot of searches for that, but I don't see any video of people doing it. So that's that. So yeah, that's the plans. Um, I'm hopefully going to have something new in here next week, so that'll be cool. I'm talking with Darren and I keep wanting to call her Adrian from Rocky, or but Andrea. I'm talking to them about pricing on materials and stuff, because you guys seen my video on the stuff that I bought. I don't, like I said, I don't know what I bought. I just went to Napa and bought paint. I'm just like, hey, give me some paint. And they hooked me up with Omni and whatever that clear that I got. So yeah. So yeah, cool. Get some of that stuff rolling. Get that stuff in here. Spraying by the end of the week. Rock and roll. And then I'll be talking to you guys more about possibly moving to a different channel, and talking to some of you guys, like Darren. I don't know how you're doing with, and this is none of my business. I don't want to pry in anybody's personal business, but I'll mention things that have already been mentioned on YouTube, like by Pisser. I don't know how many videos you guys have watched of Pisser's, but I mean, we all know he's been click bombed twice on AdSense on his first channel and on his second channel, and I think it's complete bullshit. And it really pisses me off that we live in this day and age. We live in a world where AdSense and Google, well, basically Google is going to try and say that there isn't a way they can go and check your AdSense reports and see that a certain IP address has been click bombing you and trying to get you in trouble by clicking on your ads a bunch of times. That's what clip bombing is. So for you people that have made partner, you know what I'm talking about. For those of you that haven't, or you're new at this, if you get you get in trouble for clicking on your ads, if you click on your own ads to try to make yourself money. And what people will do is they'll go on your site and they'll click on your ads a bunch of times, and they'll get you kicked off of your partnership and kicked off of AdSense, and there's no way to get it back. So there's ways that you can protect yourself from this. There's softwares that you can buy. There's software robots that you can purchase that will monitor your clicks and alert you of a certain IP address, with multiple clicks on any of your videos, and it'll let you know what videos that's getting clicked on and how many clicks and which IP address is doing it. And even if you do get kicked off AdSense and your partnership, you will be able to present the information that this program outputs, and probably get your YouTube account, your YouTube partnership reactivated. It's been reactivated for other customers of this product, and I'll let you guys know more about that if you want. Just let me know in the comments. I check my comments every day, several times a day. Like I said, I don't get too many, obviously. I only got like 35 subscribers right now, and my videos don't get a whole lot of views, so I got plenty of time to check them all. So that's kind of another thing I kind of want to get into with this other channel, is by doing that little series on how to start a body shop. I got some really good ideas for videos that would do really good in the ClickBanks and stuff. So I want to kind of have a place to put those, and I don't really want to put them on here because you guys have seen all this stuff already. So that might be another thing. And I'd like to keep this. I'd like to make this channel. I'd like to start a new body shop channel and let everybody go over there. And then I'd like to turn this back into what it was originally supposed to be, and just put more personal stuff on there and more like the action sports stuff. You know, we like to do snowboarding and all kinds of stuff like that, and wakeboarding. We got kites, so we'll do kiteboarding on the lake and stuff this summer. And I want to put all our like personal and like action videos and the GoPro videos and stuff on there, so that'd be cool. That's another thing too. I might when I do this truck, I might go ahead and record that with the GoPro. I'll go grab my buddy's GoPro and shoot that in full 1080p and wide angle 1080p in the shop. That'd be a pretty cool looking video. So, all right. So that's the plans. That's your update. I'm gonna get started cleaning up my mess or whatever, getting this shop back in order, and hopefully this one uploads this time. Hope I haven't run too long. 15 freaking minute video already. Holy cow, man! I talk a lot. All right. So yeah, I'm gonna get that done. I'm gonna get that done. Period. All right. God bless. You guys have a good one.